sharing forms works a little bit differently than sharing docs or Excel or whatever it is that that they're calling these things in presentations, spreadsheets, drawings, etc. in Google Drive. Forms are just a little different because you have that live form that people can actually fill out, and then you've also got the form that you can edit, and then you've also got your responses spreadsheet if you set it up to have a responses spreadsheet. They all share a little bit differently. So I just wanted to run through that because it totally threw me for a loop when I first started working with these in the Google Apps for Education accounts, particularly within the university. So if you work with your actual form itself, when you go to share it with people, which by the way you can do from this main page instead of having to do it from inside of the actual document. So if you go over here and work with the sharing on it, what's a little tricky is when you share it with people, it always gives them edit access, which you may not want to do if you're sharing something like this where you want people to make a copy of it to work with. So if you don't want them to be able to edit yours, which you can review any edits people make and things like that and reverse them if you want, or of course keep a separate copy that you don't share and all of that good stuff if you need to. But again, this may not just be the way you want to do it. And with forms, when you share that main form, it always makes it editable. Not the fillable part, but if you share the form itself, it makes that something that they can edit. And I'm not quite sure why it works that way, potentially because they can't really do anything with it otherwise, so when they're in that screen they have to be an editor. So what you can do instead though is share your responses as viewable. So this would be your spreadsheet which has your responses, and so if you go to your sharing on this and you make it like something like this where people can view it, so anyone at the University of Arizona can view it, that means that what they're going to be able to do, let me show you real quick, is click into here and they'll see these responses. Again, hopefully no one's, you should be using one that's kind of a blank that no one's actually going to fill out unless you want all of your data shared with everyone as well. So just keep that in mind. But then what they can do is they can go to, some of this stuff will be blacked out for them, but of course because I'm the owner, all of it's available to me. But what they will be able to do is make a copy. And so then when they make the copy of it, they will have the form too, because this is linked to a form. So they will still be able to go in their new copy and do all of these exciting form things with it. They'll be able to edit their form, send their form, go to their live form, do all of the things with their form. So if you want to share a form, but you don't want people to be able to edit your version, I would say that sharing your response sheet is actually the way to do it by making it viewable. Then they can make a copy and work with it from there. It's a little more complicated to tell them how to begin working with it. I did not do that in the other video, but still, it's one way to do it, and saves your original for you so that you can keep it and not have it be edited by somebody else if you like. So I just wanted to add that little bit of information because it kind of made me really confused for a really long time. I could not understand why I could not share this in a way that was just viewable, but it's because it's a pure edit screen. So of course you can't make it just viewable, I guess. I'm not quite sure, and Google doesn't have a good answer in their help, but that's the only thing that makes somewhat sense to me. Hope this helps.